Atletico Madrid 1, Liverpool 0. Simeone's defensive masterclass. Before the video starts, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on our 4-part series on Adama Traore, looking at his improvement from 2015 to this season from a statistical point of view, why he is so valuable in the modern game, and analysing his potential moves in the summer, looking at how he would fit into each side's system. When that series has been released, it will be linked in the description below. Also, check out our video looking at Manchester United's 2-0 win over Chelsea on Monday, along with our scout report on Chelsea's new signing, Hakim Ziyech. We also have a video explaining why Manchester City were banned from the Champions League, and a video series looking at 3 potential Solskjaer replacements for Manchester United to consider. All of those videos will also be linked in the description. So going into the game, Simeone set up his side in his usual 4-4-2 shape with Oblak in goal, Vizarko and Lodi the fullbacks, Felipe and Savic at centre back, with Thomas Partey and Sal playing as a midfield double pivot, with Koke on the right of midfield, Lemar on the left and Correa up front with Morata. Klopp used a 4-3-3 system with Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold and Robertson at fullback, Gomez and Van Dijk the centre-backs with Fabinho as a single pivot, with Henderson and Wijnaldum either side of him, and a front three of Salah and Mane either side of Firmino. The game started with Atletico being a lot more adventurous than expected, pushing their fullbacks forward into advanced areas and getting crosses into the box. They got an early goal from a corner which then allowed them to sit back in a more reserved, compact 4-4-2 shape. As expected, Liverpool pushed their fullbacks forward in possession, allowing Mane and Salah to sit in narrow positions and look to receive the ball in the half spaces, in behind Sal and Partey. Firmino played his usual role as a false 9, moving deep from the forward line, looking to open up a passing channel for Henderson or Wijnaldum to thread a pass into his feet. However, Atletico were well prepared for the Firmino threat. The midfield 4 of Koke, Partey, Sal and Lemar sat very narrow in their usual shape. With only 2 men in central midfield, it could have been easy for Firmino to find space in between them when Liverpool shifted the ball from one side to the other. However, both Sal and Partey were very positionally aware, being sure to move across to close off the passing lane into Firmino when one of the central midfielders, Wijnaldum or Henderson, had the ball. Atletico were content to allow Liverpool to have space on the flanks. This was because Simeone prioritised covering the half spaces in the centre of the pitch, negating Firmino and Salah and Mane's opportunities to turn and dribble at the Atletico back line. This narrowness of Atleti's shape did encourage Liverpool to funnel the ball down the flanks when progressing the attack, meaning Alexander-Arnold and Robertson received the ball a lot of the time. However, Felipe and Savic are both very good positionally and aerially from crossing situations, which enabled them to deal with balls into the box from wide areas. When the ball is shifted out to Alexander-Arnold, it is very easy for the opposition centre-backs to position themselves too high, not dropping to anticipate the cross. However, Felipe and Savic were both very good at adjusting their positions so they could cut out these dangerous crosses from Liverpool's right back. When a pass was played backwards to one of the centre-backs in the Liverpool defensive third, this would act as a trigger for Atletico to assert a more aggressive press. Correa and Morata would push up to close down the Liverpool centre-backs, and when a pass was played into Fabinho, both would look to pressure him instantly. This was pretty ineffective and Liverpool were able to progress the ball through their defensive third. This led to Simeone instructing Sal to push up from central midfield to stop a pass going into Fabinho. This did open up a lot more space for Firmino to drop into, however Liverpool were now unable to play through the centre of the pitch as effectively, making it hard for them to get the ball into Firmino's feet in behind the Atletico midfield too. In the second half, Mane was replaced by Origi, which did stifle Liverpool's threat on the left side to a degree. Atletico seemed pretty content to sit in a deep block, which was obviously influenced by the fact they had scored early. Maybe if they'd gone in at 0-0 at half time, this would have been seen as over-conservative. Their only real attacking pattern of play came from playing long direct passes over the top of Liverpool's backline for Renan Lodi and Lemar to run onto on the left side, which did provide them with the best chance of the second half when the ball was pulled back from Morata, who completely miskicked his shot to let Liverpool off the hook. However, apart from this direct style of play, Atletico were unable to sustain attacks, as whenever Morata or Correa received the ball, the midfield were far too deep, which left them isolated, meaning eventually they lost possession, allowing Liverpool to sustain the pressure. For what they lacked in attack, Atletico more than made up for in their defensive positional play. Sal and Partey were excellent at plugging gaps, following their runners in between the centre-backs and full-backs when Liverpool switched the ball out wide. As we can see, Lodi moves out to pressurise Alexander-Arnold, and a space opens up between him and the left-sided centre-back Felipe. If Sal had not read this and dropped deep into the space, then a simple pass inside from Arnold would have allowed Firmino to get the ball in the box in a 1v1 against the Atletico centre-back. Overall, the key to Atletico's defensive performance was their ability to close down the spaces in between the lines. When Henderson or Wijnaldum would push higher up the pitch, the Atletico central midfielders wouldn't fall into the trap of dropping back with them, which would have created a bigger distance between the Atletico midfield and the front line, allowing Liverpool to be able to play through the centre of the pitch. Instead, they stayed in line and used their positional play to cut off passing lanes instead, with the backline also being well versed in when to push out and confront the Liverpool players in between the lines. Klopp did bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain and moved to a 4-2-3-1 and used Origi as the focal point up front, allowing Liverpool to use more direct balls into the front line, whilst Firmino could float around him. Despite this, Liverpool was still unable to pierce through the disciplined Atleti system, and other than a Jordan Henderson shot that trickled wide, Liverpool didn't really create anything of substance. So overall, Klopp will have to find a way to break down Simeone's narrow two banks of four. However, Liverpool did come back from 3-0 down against Barcelona last year, so this tie is still wide open, even if Liverpool didn't get the away goal that they would have expected. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and share the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.